Imagine this. The government says the economy is growing. The news says things are getting better. But you don't feel it. Your salary is the same, but food costs more. Rent costs more. Transport costs more. You work just as hard, sometimes harder. Yet somehow you feel poorer. So the question is simple. If the economy is growing, where did the money go? When politicians say the economy is growing, they usually mean one thing: GDP. GDP is just a number. It measures how much stuff a country produces. That's it. GDP going up does not automatically mean people are doing better. Think of GDP like a big bakery. If the bakery makes more bread, GDP goes up. But here's the important question. Who is eating the bread? In the past, when companies made more money, workers usually got raises. Why? Because workers had power. Jobs were local. Companies needed people. Unions were strong. When productivity increased, paychecks increased too. Growth was shared. But over time, that connection broke. Today, GDP can grow even if salaries stay the same. Your paycheck is no longer tied to growth. One big reason is globalization. Companies learned something important. If workers ask for higher pay, they can move jobs somewhere cheaper. Factories can move. Capital can move. Workers can't. So companies did exactly that. They kept profits high by paying workers less somewhere else. Your salary stopped growing. Their profits didn't. Then came technology. Machines, software, automation. Technology increased output. That made GDP go up. But machines don't ask for raises. They don't get sick. They don't take breaks. So fewer workers were needed to produce more value. More output, same wages. This created a big split. Productivity kept rising. Wages stayed flat. Workers produced more than ever before, but earned almost the same. So where did the extra money go? It didn't disappear. It went upward. To executives, to shareholders, to people who own assets, stocks, real estate, businesses. If you own assets, economic growth is great. If you earn a salary, it's much harder. Now add inflation. Inflation means prices rise. Even small inflation hurts workers, because prices rise quickly, but salaries rise slowly. That means every year your money buys a little less. Inflation is a silent pay cut. This isn't random. Inflation helps borrowers, including governments. Debt becomes easier to manage. Assets rise in value. Workers lose purchasing power. The system isn't broken. It's working, just not for everyone. Here's the illusion. The economy is growing, but growth is uneven. GDP doesn't care about fairness. GDP can rise while millions fall behind. So why do governments still celebrate growth? Because GDP is easy to measure. It sounds positive, and it avoids harder conversations. Fixing wages is difficult. Sharing growth is political. Announcing growth is easy. If this feels personal, that's because it is. You're not lazy. You're not bad with money. The system changed. Your struggle has an explanation. Here's the simple truth. Growth alone doesn't pay bills. Growth without fair distribution doesn't improve lives. What actually helps workers is wage growth, bargaining power, skills that create leverage, and access to assets, not just bigger numbers on charts. So the next time someone says, the economy is doing great, ask one simple question. Great for who? If this helped you understand why your life feels harder even when the economy looks strong, share it with someone who feels the same. Subscribe for simple explanations of the systems that shape your money.